just rant really quickly. Not all Asians play the piano. Well, I do. Well, not all Asians are good at math, but I'm a math shop. Well, not all Asians know martial arts, but I practice tansudo. Got it. Not all Asians play the violin. I play the cello. Okay, all joking aside, let's get down to the real business here. While a lot of people might think that these positive stereotypes are less worse than negative stereotypes, this isn't clearly the case. Stereotypes are still stereotypes, and they aren't true for generalization, and also they are still harmful to the group. You see, people from Asia are considered to be a model minority in the Western civilization, predominantly in the United States. We're in a very special position. Not only are we oppressed by society, but we're used as a tool to oppress other marginalized groups. In the US, it has been predominantly the Latinos and Blacks. So let's talk about this though, because around 40 to 50 years ago, the general consensus of Asian immigrants was that they wear long braids around their head, that they own restaurants, they own laundromats, and they do your nails and give you massages. So how did this image change so drastically then? Well, you gotta see that after the big wave of immigration of Asian Americans, predominantly from Japan and China, but has now since been much more parts of Asia, when they arrived to the US, they had much more educated backgrounds. They had college degrees, master's degrees, and even PhDs when they came to the US to find a better life and better job. So obviously, this is always the case for other groups as well, where they couldn't have the same type of opportunities that many of these immigrants have. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about why the model minority is a myth. You see, there's many other people from Asia who come from drastically different socioeconomic backgrounds, predominantly those from Southeast Asia. You see, in the 1970s and 1980s, there were a lot of immigrants from Laos and Cambodia who came to the United States because they were war refugees. You see, they had drastically different opportunities and different backgrounds compared to those who later came from Japan, China, and Korea, who already had professional degrees. And so you see, these have long-lasting effects though. Even to this day, if for college admissions, you can look at affirmative action. It has been said that it's been disproportionately affecting Asian Americans, even more so than white people. And especially in job interviews and job applications, it says that the moment you have an Asian-sounding name or last name, you are 35% less likely to get a call back for an interview. So the model minority itself is not just pertaining to Asians itself. There's actually a lot of African immigrants who perform even better than Asians, especially those who are from Nigeria. They have better performance, and they have a better salary, and have more master's degrees than those Asian immigrants' counterparts. The problem is they've been drastically called the invisible model minority because of the negative connotations and negative stereotypes of the Black community. So just at the end of the day, just remember, take back the fact that the model minority is just a myth. Not all Asians are smart, nor studious, nor very outgoing. I mean, just look at me.